So when people say Norway is expensive, it definitely is.
We have just had our first hot shower in a little over 2 weeks.
Hey, I'm Kitt, and this is Lee, and welcome to Life Lemons Travel. We sold everything, left our jobs, and moved out of our flat to work, live, and travel in our Renault Kangoo. Her name is Peggy. Hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and follow our journey as we explore Europe and figure out our new life on the road in a mini camper.
Hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. I know man, passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
I think so.
Is that all right? Can you see us?
Yoo-hoo.
So this is our third full day in the Lofoten Island, and to be honest, we haven't really done a great deal. The weather has been pretty shocking since we arrived, which
Yeah.
we managed to get a small hike done, even though we were both absolutely knackered.
Yeah, it felt like a big hike for us. First one back after quite a while.
Yeah, definitely blew a few cobwebs out, I'll tell you that. And yeah, we spent a good couple of hours exploring Heddingsvær. We're really up to date on our
Norwegian pronunciations. It's just the weather, isn't it?
I think we haven't actually captured a lot of footage really. I guess the weather really does affect your mood.
And the way places look as well.
Yeah, so we've been finding it hard, to get the inspiration, to get anything really, even to get our cameras out as much.
It's not necessarily cold. It's probably like 10 or 11 degrees. But it's so windy. I think there's been like weather warnings of high winds, and that makes it so cold, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we can't send the drone up anyway when it's raining because it's not safe.
Yeah. Well, of the 3 days since we've got here, we've spent a lot of it in the van, and we were saying today we feel guilty for doing that.
Yeah, we need to make the most of our time. How can we do this better with the rain that we're given?
And we've watched a few other van lifers who have been here as well and have been unfortunate with the weather.
Yeah.
And, some of them chose to cut short their trips. It isn't like, when you go out at home and maybe you get drenched on a hike for a couple of hours and you can just go home and have a hot shower and get into some dry clothes. When it's raining outside, we don't have anywhere to hang stuff.
You don't really get dry after, and then you stay cold for a while.
Yeah.
I can remember seeing other people in their vans and they would avoid the rain. And I'd be thinking, what? It's not a big deal. Just get out, whatever the weather. And now that we're here, I'm like, yeah, okay, I know what they mean now.
Keeping it dry in here is like of paramount importance, really, to keep your spirits up. It could be wet and it could be miserable, and at least you can come back and be warm and dry in here and be comfortable and be cozy.
This is our home. I think everyone needs somewhere where they can go back to and is their little sanctuary where they can be like warm and dry and safe.
And I don't want to sound and feel like we're moaning a lot, but I guess we want to give a realistic account of
course,
particularly what it's like to live in a small van. And this for us is part of the challenge, and we can weather the storm.
Yes.
There will be like better times ahead in terms of weather, and it's all just part of the learning curve and character building side of it, I suppose. We know we're in probably one of the most beautiful places in the world. Just show you more of the island, so hopefully we can do that and you don't get much more of us sat in the back of a van having a moan and drinking a beer. there was a walk close to here, which was the Ryton hike.
Yeah. Which is a hard one. It's like...
It's maybe you can actually see it if you just pan it up there. There's massive cliff face just up there. There's like a tongue where you can kind of sit on the edge and like obviously look over the beach.
This is the beach that we've hiked to, and the beach that you would have seen the views from if we had continued on the Ryton hike.
Yeah.
But being on the beach we think is so much better.
We found a much shorter hike. Like we just yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was such a steep and quite intense hike, and we just woke up, our legs are sore this morning.
Yeah.
So we just saw this one. What we read, it was like quite easy, but
it said 2 kilometres, didn't it?
Yeah. It was just the right difficulty for us today.
Yeah, there was a bit of, well, not really scrambling, but it was enough. It was enough. But yeah, we'll show you how epic this beach is. It's just white. Caribbean holiday white, and we're in Norway. Like,
yeah, it's absolutely incredible.
What the doozies.
What the doozies.
Yeah, definitely our favourite hike.
Yeah, perfect for today.
Have just had our first hot shower in a little over 2 weeks. We feel so clean.
That was lovely.
It was so good. Yeah, we just went to a campsite to use their facilities. And I've got a fringe again.
And I've tamed the beard.
So we're thinking about leaving the Lofoten Islands today, aren't we? With the few sunny days that we've had here, we're more than happy with the hikes that we've got done, the drone footage that we've managed to get. And I think we're just ready to move on now.
And drive back down through Norway and actually hit up 1 or 2 of the fjords on the way down.
We worked out that the distance in driving time between going back through Norway or going back through Sweden the way we came was like 3 hours. So one bonus is we don't have to drive the exact same road for like 3 days straight again, and we'll get to see 1 or maybe 2 of the Norwegian fjords, which would be awesome.
On the downside, we might have to pay 1 or 2 tolls.
Yes, which we do need to work out.
Yeah.
I feel so alive as I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way. My way, 'cause I found my way.
Kit was brave and actually decided to drive without the map on, and we've just ended up driving.
Basically, we were listening to some awesome tunes and singing our hearts out, and then the road just ended, and then there was just boats and stuff, and we were like, what's going on?
Yeah, so we're basically, and it looks like we were about to start driving onto a ferry, and we were like, we must have missed our turning, so we've just checked the map, and actually the route we go, we have to get on a ferry.
But we didn't know.
But this just looks so dodgy. There's like, it literally just like looks like a building site. You can't really see much probably here, but there's a couple of lorries in front of us and a crane.
Do we just get on and see what happens? What is going on?
Yeah, we're both a bit confused right now. So I guess stay tuned and find out.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so the good news is we're on the ferry. As we were driving onto the ferry, he basically asked us for the payment. There's something called Auto Pass, which if you register for before you come to Norway,
and then get sent the tag.
Yeah, it basically just automatically logs your car and charges your account.
And you get like 20% off.
Yeah, so
I guess we just didn't know that we would be doing this journey.
Yeah, exactly. If Kit managed to find this really good website, and we've calculated that our tolls from here pretty much down to...
There's got to be more than 50 toll charges from here all the way down to like Oslo.
So what did you work out? About 85 quid.
85 quid.
Potentially we're gonna have to pay in tolls. Like, oh, we don't really want to pay that, but at the same time, we'd rather drive down through Norway and potentially see some locations we actually want to see, even just to drive pretty much from the Lofoten Islands down through Narvik into where we are now. The scenery, what we saw in that tiny portion of Norway compared to what we saw in Sweden was just mind-blowing. Well, after successfully negotiating the ferry situation last night, we found like just a decent little park up really. It's always nice to find ones with toilets. We've got a long way to go down Norway, but our priorities for today are to find some Wi-Fi. I'm out of data. We're starting to run low on a few supplies in the car, find a supermarket to top up on a few things. I effectively start to plan a more detailed route of where we're going to head down through Norway and what we want to achieve now. We thought we'd made good progress yesterday, which we did, to be fair. Who's this?
We're not looking forward to the average spend per day rising from now for a little while.
Yeah,
since we almost got it down back to £60 per day for the two of us.
I think that's why it's a real priority now to get to a supermarket and stock up on snacks and supplies.
So we don't buy them out.
Because if we carry on purchasing stuff at service stations on the way down, like we're gonna really hammer the spend.
Interesting fact, I've not looked at the price of a chocolate bar in Norway until yesterday. I just really wanted a chocolate bar and a coffee, and the chocolate bars were like £2.50, £3 for like a regular size chocolate bar.
So when people say Norway is expensive, it definitely is.
It definitely
Although
is.
we've done pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Whilst being in the Lofoten Islands, to get our spend, I think our average spend per day just for the Lofoten Islands is about just over £20, wasn't it?
21 something. Yeah, we did really well.
So we've just done a bit of a shop. It came to
about 35 quid.
just over 400, about 441 NOK.
Yeah.
So show you for that amount what we were able to get.
Okay, so we got 2 packs of tortillas. Got a big bar of chocolate because the individual chocolate bars are actually really exciting.
Anyone knows me knows that I can't live without my chocolate.
We've just got to try and not eat it in one go. That's going to be the hard bit. 2 bags of crisps. Got lettuce, bananas. Oh,
they're falling apart.
yeah, they are. They were really ripe. We got 2 oat milks. We're loving this. We found that one of these lasts like 3 days out of the fridge when it's opened, which is much better than like cow's milk. This is Lee's purchase, safari biscuits. Pack of cereal bars, some ham and cheese, and some baby wipes when we can't have a shower.
So a decent little haul, but I would say in a Lidl back home you'd probably pick that up for less than 15 quid, wouldn't you?
Yes.
So
it was noticeably more, but probably not as bad as we was expecting.
And hopefully that will get us through the next few days whilst we're still travelling through Norway.
And stop us buying in service stations.
Exactly. Let's see how we get on.
So we are just driving through, I guess we're still a few hours away from Trondheim, so we're just driving through the middle of Norway kind of. And there's these like epic rapids. I'm not sure how close I can get. I'm just walking down like a little woodland bit on the roadside now. Driving through here literally reminds you of, like, I've never been to Canada, but it just makes you think you're in Canada. Okay, I fought through the mud. You can actually see them now. This is so bloody cool.
This is the sort of stuff that makes me feel weird.
Any viewers with a fear of heights, you may want to skip past this part. I'm going to show you the bluest water you've ever seen in your life. Ahoy there, sailor.
Ahoy!